Neba hayo tutu omano. Ekene kwa munu. Aina nabatunu no che good morning Anambra nke obo start abu Wednesday. Amaromo kisi we kwado tema na kwado lofma. Obura na inoluga na. Igeze ntị ka anyị na-agụ n'ọlụ ya anyị gwa gị ka o si wee gbatakwụlụ tata afọ m bụ Ijeọma onye mụ na ya nọ bụ Ugonna Ebere
ndị be anyị ụtụtụ ọma
ọ dabakwa taa
ọ dabara na nkwa na Chukwu ka anyị na-ekene na ọ dịrọ izi onye lara ụra tete
ọ dabagolu ya
kwesịrị ikele Chukwu
ịlara ụra tete ọ dabagolu gị
mana eziokwu onye dị ndụ gba first
eziokwu anyị na-ekene unu
daalụ
daalụ nụ ọ dị ma tata ife anyị ga-enebanye anya bụ 2023 elections ensuring a violence-free, fair and credible polls. 2023 elections ensuring a violence-free, fair and credible polls. And onwelo onye nọnyegolo ya ni aga de wee kpịa na nke tata. Afia bụ Ugochi Ehiahurike. Ugochi Ehiahurike bụ Executive Director, Social and Integral Development Center, SIDEC. Anyị na-anabata gị n'oche Good Morning Anambra, Ugochi.
Daalụ ije good morning ndị be anyị ndị ọma na-ege anyị ntị.
Ị dịkwa nnọọ ka anyị na-adị.
Ọfụma nọ.
Nnọọ.
Daalụ.
Ọ dị mma. Okay. Yes. Ugonna.
On the go, ensuring a free election of violence and credible poll. Can be the good day this morning with my guest in the studio, Ugochi. Election Anabiaketa 2023 next month, Kayebido, at least favorable sensitization and do it here. But one significant thing every time election period, if I'm not vote buying, violence or gonamba here and there. This 2023 election na biano ketana. Kedifilo, yesina Nigerians anya digo ready into election without violence.
Well, Ugonna, inenanya na ihe na-eme during this campaigning, it's obvious that vote buying is going to be the order of the day. Taken from what happened during Ekiti State election, June 16th, 2022, we saw a whole lot of vote buying, even when we also saw people that were arrested by EFCC. And during Osun State election, we even saw voters selling their votes at the rate of 20,000 naira. So when we began to analyze the whole process, I was telling my people, time shall come when people will sell their PVC, their votes at the rate of 50,000 naira. And I feel that time is now. I've been looking at the campaign messages, strategies, the vision of our presidential candidates. When you look at them, you see that majority of them, they don't have things to offer. They're not coming up with strategic plans to pull Nigeria from where we are. Rather, what they keep on doing is name calling.
But you know, say they don't have a strategic plan. This is not the first time in the Barcelona election. And would the blame be going to these contestants or this, politicians that are vying for position? Makana, the citizens themselves, nada the strategies they are coming with, the plans and all of that. Would you be blaming the politicians when the citizens, all they want to hear is in other states that have witnessed the election? If they only vote for 50,000, 20,000, 10,000, I am almost some people only vote for 2,000 naira. So you blame politicians rather than the citizens they involved.
I think at this point we need to commend this particular woman during Anambra State election as at November 6th, 2021, when this woman turned down 5,000 naira.
Okay, yes.
You remember that era. So if we can have such number of women turning down, I think the time for us to get a credible candidate is here. the person that will represent. So when we talk about votes, violence-free, inclusive, credible, free, fair election, I think it's a collective responsibility. It's something that involves both the independent electoral process body, the media, the citizens, the politicians, the youth, the CSOs. It's all encompassing. At this point, we are now looking at the politicians right now. It involves all of us. The last time I was engagement with the National Commissioner, National Commissioner for INEC on voter education, I knew that Nigerian youth made up of 76% of the total registered voters, Nigerian youth. So when you look at eligible voters, you know that now eligible voters of 93.46 million.
Okay.
Then youth is the composition of 37.6 million, the youths, ranging from the age of 18 to 35. So you know youths can no go now, to vote. But the same youths can use as election mobs, tools for violence. The same youths. And I know that violence now affects social, political activities of the nation. Violence during election. It also affects the youths more. Because at the end of the day, the youths kagatonga. If you watch what happened during NSAS, Lekki toll gate, they were youths. So you know all these things now revolve around us. At that point, I now see one's ambition doesn't need to cost my life. Now, during campaigning, you not see their children. Guess when you see their children? During inauguration. Their family and friends will now line up. People like us, Garog, that told the long lane, will not be found.
You won't
even enter. I know the kind of impact I made during Anambra State election, November 6th. During inauguration, I was struggling to find my access.
Ifo kwesịbụ mana ne ifeanyị na chi nebanyanya tata bụ ka ga-esi wee gbaa mbọ ka afụ na enwere violence na this election a ga-eme. Ebidogokwu ya o, enwego so many things they put in place to ensure na ụdị ife dị otu emero. Nke mbụ bụ ka bogodarụ wee mekọla ego ine dị na the society, meba ha ncha n'ime bank. Ịghọtago which the CBN governor bidoro. We may hear redesign na ka enwe ike we mop up all the money in circulation for the of course we saw what happened. Funding kelebegolu left funding past stack for years. Or more if was on a Chenabro election, this general election. So to us we able to go most of them bubanya and then call for mania for pie. Kedi in each of phone a play a very big role in game election because no if on kike weke makife monitoring this matter.
Yes, I think it's also going to add value towards a Corbyn vote buying. Because, yes, I also want to commend the federal government with that strategy. It's going to add value because in Enanya, I've been looking at them during this campaigning. Before now, Abia, Ibuputa rice, Ibuputa oil, Ibuputa rapa, Ibuputa. Enanya, those practices, they're no longer existing. So I've been asking my question, what is going to happen on the day of election? So you vote. Then this strategy also is going to affect it. So that's the time we see CSOs, the media, we need to come up by conscientizing our people that the time to cast votes and curb violence is now.
Okay, and the issue of free, fair election. Has election ever been free? And medical election is not the free, the fair. And then obuna enwero, obuna na azizage bo mba mono kedi fanyu nwere ike ime ka iwe nwe free fair election because no if onye obuna na-enejele anya ka eme election onye ọbụla ga-asị na nke a bịa na emetelu nke a enwere emegburu nwa mmụọ emegburu nwa mmadụ.
Yeah, when go election day free, fair, and credible. For instance, Anambra state election, November 6, 2029. If you watch what happened at the end of that, 2021.
Okay.
Yes, the last election. If you watch at the end of that election, everywhere did it peaceful.
Okay, fine. It's a localized election. Maybe in a major of and maybe general election. This one that is coming up now next month.
No election Adibero free Adibero peaceful at the end of the day, or free fair and peaceful. Yes, Adibero at the general election, and that is also what we are working hard towards because election will be by fight, will be by force. You don't need to cause someone's blood. That is the era where we are going towards now to achieve. Let's take Anambra as a case study. If it happened in Anambra, it can happen in other states. It can happen at the national election. Let's take Anambra, for instance. On a major election, everywhere they come, the peaceful, when you want to shake here, it can happen at the national level. It's not
okay. Immediately, eventually, matabu, kedi fair kwesi ime, ke election were the free and fair. Kaga list no mebulu onye because let me come nzọpụta okwu egwu. Amam na ife na ga ebute emeketa election anọbọgụ ba asị na ndị ebe ni na atụ na ndị ada atụ. Ịghọtago asị na beavers or whatever they want to use na ọ na work ebe na ọ da work ebe a. Asị na nwe strategy use to make sure na ndị nke atụ ọ dị ka ife na feme na ife registration and collection of PVC. Ifugia onwe ndị arara ikwu ọ dị ka na akọla ije food data statistics PVC akọletro ọ na mgbalata ebe a. And then ije collect here, you spend a whole week or more. Ije na ime collect spend a whole day just like that. All these bottlenecks. Kedu ife nwe ike make e wepia ka we nwe ike si na election na eme aga eme no ga the free the credible so that all ife potazini onye ọbụla say yes no ife kwesịrị ịbụ.
Let me get a change strategy. You may, if it's not working, I say get a strategize. So, all and the ban, this is a strategy that some people are using to get us disenfranchised or marginalized. We will change our strategy to become patient dogs. So, for me, like, just, I want to also take you towards what happened during, on the 12th of this month, Nihiala. Now, okay, she buy beyond recognition. You got any PVC for people to collect. And on the 13th, people troop in to collect their PVC. We have all this, go for your PVC day. And then I gave her an apple line. Just one line. Mawetia. Now, Abana Enugu South. So, if it's a strategy to disenfranchise people of the Southeast, what are we doing to say no to that?
Oh, nwekwa ife ikwu na ọ bụ na iwele aka wee si ofe taa onye lege test ịchọ echi change aka wee si ofe onye ọbụla nwekwa blame na that issue. By the time agbalo election office ọkụ ebe a chọọ ebe ọ dị ka location na Southeast agbakwa another one ebe ka ọ dị Southeast. No, o kwesịrị ka ndị all this empire malo that na there's a target na this region. So ịmali ife na-edeghi mkpa n'ebe a wepie ebe anwa because no nya ka a na-achọ dey be somewhere else for safety. O kwesịrị take such strategy, I mean such
action
before now. Kita agbago nke ihe ala so achọkwa ịgbakwa nke obosi the same thing ka dịkwa ebe anwa the same material ka dịkwa ebe ilukwa ịgbakwa ya ọkụ. So ọ dịzị afọ ka onwere onye na-asị ibie.
That is also where I blame our people, the youths. Kende na abadi ihe ọkụ. Kende na take action. Ọnụ gọọmenti nwere 60 years na ebe ahụ. Onye 50 years bụ egbe ahụ. Ima mgbe ji egbe ihe ala ọkụ. 2 a.m. Kende na ada arahụrụ ahụ. Who are those people? Emegom attack before. On the 7th of August last year. The same axis. By my 2 tires. Even if somebody is contracting you from somewhere to deal with you, you are dealing with yourself, your siblings, your mothers, your fathers, your people. Not those people sending you or contracting you. We are dealing with ourselves. I was just thinking about it. Oberi here call for kind of 2 years and they sit at home. Oberi here call for kind of 2 years in the southeast and Anambra State Bianisi. If you check killings since you be during here all these issues in security in the southeast, Anambra State now first more than 201 people in Anambra State. Imo can be hot, but Anambra State Bianisi, eba ke Bianisi. Kedi ya ina kodi here. Kedu kwando ga fall back on. Okwanyiwa. Whoever is contracting us from somewhere is comfortable. We are dealing on ourselves. I neki baroku today. Iga gejino channel to another program. We will renovate I neki baroku today. On the 28th of December, Nonaga, my area, and on more side in Nkwele. The INEC that they can make renovation to prepare them ahead of election. So we keep wasting resources. The point is that we need to tell ourselves the truth. You cannot buy me. Oh, mad. Oh, a poor woman turned down 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira carries CBO. So the thing still boils down on us, the citizens. The citizens. For us to have free, fair, credible election, the citizens, we need to stand, others follow. The citizens. Oh, Madukago and Agostino, enough of all this. Because the whole of 4 years, in pains, you will still experience it. In our Warsaw, even if you jump, your people are here. So the citizens need to start and others follow.
Thank you so much. Because I've had discussions with people time and time again where everybody's blaming the government. I don't have issues with blaming the government, federal government and other governments why the country is not fine. I was coming back from Lagos a few weeks ago and we had this discussion and I told someone that the citizens plays a bigger role in the issue or whatever that is going on in the country. Over the years, we've had sensitization upon sensitization upon sensitization. Does it mean the sensitization is not working? That's one. Secondly, as the election is coming closer, IJ talked about the fact that at least the federal government has taken a step in redesigning the currency, which of course, I've not even been able to spend the new currency. I've seen it, but I never collect them yet. I've not been able to spend it. So it looks as if the money is not really in circulation. So how does this leave the coming election? The youths, their fears now, voters, people who has collected their permanent voters card, their fears that the insecurity in the state or in the country, when the election, is getting closer, it could be a big problem. People may not want to come out of fear to cast their vote. In all of this, where do we go from here?
But election must hold.
It must hold, but then again, over the years, we've had issues with, declaring winners with minority votes. Would that also be the case this time?
24 states that their election comes up conclusive would declare the votes and the election result. 24 states. So out of 36 states plus FCT, Southeast is just 5 states, just 5. So even if election happen in the Southeast or not, the leader must emerge. Take it or you leave it. Even if election happens here in the Southeast or not, the leader must emerge. So that's the time for us to wake up.
Lies, you know where the 21st state comes from.
Yes.
As mean there's a boycott.
Even if there is a boycott, look at what happened in Anambra. Are we using Anambra State as election, even if it's an off-cycle election? Look at what happened in Ihiala, where you have more than 20 political wards is it more than 20 or 40 political wards? That means the number of voters are there. But look at what happened. BVATs not working, ad hoc staff were in there on time. Some people, their parents called them not to go for election, and all those strategies that came up to just boycott the election. At the end of the day, they were just given 3 days to conclude the election, and the winner emerged. So
election took place in Ihala.
Yeah,
Really
that was on the 9th, not 6th again.
By-election, okay.
So now, the point is whether security or insecurity, election will happen. When an election, Ujoga carry Anambra state election, even if it's all circle election. Election like no other. Election 3 times, even till 11th hour to election D-Day. I don't think there was such election. Now, for instance, in the Southeast, it's always the story. 2019, sit at home, vote, you die. Even higher along the road where people were writing it, no election. The Madriana Express. You saw some youth playing on the day of election at the football pitch. Saw some people drinking at the bar, vote, you die. No election, still election happened.
But in all of this, it doesn't tell the good news, because here's the thing: nobody wants to die. So I know one thing. I know one of the reasons Nigerian youths, has been going through all of this. They'll tell you that isn't it better I stay in my house and be alive than come out and die for a country that don't care about you because you want to vote. So my question is, there's insecurity.
Yeah.
People want to vote. People are also scared to die while they come to vote. In all of this, are there things we can do? Or are there measures we can take? Because I will tell you the truth. The average Nigerian person will tell you, instead of me to go and die. You get, so are there measures, are there things you think the government can do, the state can do, the citizens can do to ensure that in times of insecurity, at least the citizens are safe to vote?
Yeah, I think that's also what we've been agitating for. I will take Anambra State, for instance, again. During Anambra State budget defense, we were looking at youth, their vote for youth. So we asked the Honorable Commissioner, we don't see anything with respect to NSAS recommendations. Those people that died, those people that faced injustice as a result of NSAS protests, you did not make any budgetary provision to address those issues. So at this point, we're not coming up with a calling for policies that will address such issues, casualties as a result of insecurity, because I know that at the end of the day, people will die. Some people will get injured, and a lot of things will happen.
So why is that? Why is that? Because we know in other countries, I'm not saying they're perfect, but we see other countries do election peacefully. People come out, cast their vote, and go to their houses, and the vote is announced that the winner emerges, and people are happy. Why is that not the case here in Nigeria? Most people die during election.
That's why we say once...
Perhaps that's what Ugochi is trying to explain. Nana does not mean, I mean, does not mean that Madubulog Bebegan election game, my insecurity more than insecurity. Yotago, but on the get to vote, Bondi Butel insecurity. On the Brofama Gaposia. So, Obunandi Nachi Choloka, election under the atmosphere and under the atmosphere and security. They would have started doing something before now. Opposite that's insecurity because I got election. Well, election game.
No, okay, but if I'm not educatable, most people die, especially in our Nigerian election. Makana, it's becoming a norm. Election rules here like this. Why? Why is that the case?
That is because I am with the better people-centered leaders. They will be mad. You are there because we are here. Like here now, I'm here. I'm here representing my constituents. I'm not just here as Ugochi. When they the moment him that you are there representing your people, oh when they kwadorogi, oh when they agorogoro, kiwike no nocha. You feel their pains. These things will stop. But because no haga onyega ochonke generation ya ochonka na amube ochonka na atubime ochondin kan echebeche, you want to plan for them. But the people that took the pains to come out to make sure to vote and protect their mandate for a common goal, at the end of the day you turn back because that is why people will keep dying. That's why this thing will keep happening. But anytime I try like INEC is also working so hard. And we go BVAT now. And we go election reporting or result portal. Mona giga neighbor and all in on a situation room like this. Election and out there. Polling unit on a populated the result. You see it in the result portal. Bam onaga. In our agitation I before 2019 general elections, so that people can see it. Even if you want to make case, you can make reference to the report. Now, the time MHR, this is the first time I use BVAT at general election. And I like in wine. Now here we go BVAT that will go around the whole polling unit in Nigeria.
Working BVATs.
Yes. And each polling unit were more than 750 registered voters. They will give them 2 BVAT machines with another one to support.
Back up.
So now with this BVAT, this fight violence may not be like that again. With this BVAT, because we've observed them. And there is no, they're not going to use support system like where a politician will come and say, hey, this BVAT is slow, it's taking more than 5 minutes to scan, and let's do manual. Such thing will not happen. So if INEC, they are working to make things work, and politicians are coming up 2 steps ahead to disrupt the process. At this point, we don't need to blame the government.
Odima, ka anyị gbapịa ọsọ banye n'ime ogbe jụta ndị mmadụ ka o si gbatapụlụ maka inwe ụdị election anyị na-atụ anya ya, election ama na-enweta igbu ụzọ gbuo n'ime nke a ga-emesi onye ọbụla asị na ọ dị otu o kwesịrị ịdị. Ka anyị jụọ fa ajụjụ anyị nabatakwazi ya ka anyị jụọ gị kedu ife ị na-eme, kedu ife ndị otu gị na-eme ka anyị wee dị sure na anyị nwee free and fair election. Ọ dị maka ịga nụ.
If I get make over daba, we know you're not going to bambo. She no not be away for that. But I have to know vote. But I be a can have one. It's not na go tagi kubo. Futa dia men kedolo if te be a can have only chok or chia. It's all over up to now. Me rigi game on rigi abasara munage. If basara naifutal. Imalo do nobu. Ije biaka mu after ko mbosi ahụ mmeso ko yondo mmadu onye ke mfilu no nya ga adu ya cha anya obodo do mma mmasị ko we yondo mmadu ka wa dat bi aka na akwụkwọ ọgwụchela ya esi eme ka ọdụ mma nke ahụ nke dụrụ anyị nwana ndụ na-atụ vote nke dụzilu INEC bụ ndị na-achịkọta elesi atụ vote wo ka wa gba mbọ wụ na election na wa melie mma maka na election onye ọm na-echekwudokie ogbenye na-echekwudie ọgaranya na-echekwudie onye agụ na-echekwudie onye leju avọ na-echekwudie aka no nke ko abụ eme ya egbu na-emete nye mma amakwa nke obodo ga-adụ so an ma ayọ biko ọra na-ese na anụ ọdụm taa mmanụ na nke ewu ndị ọcha ndị iti kpọrọ make or ma ọ bụ na Naịjirịa ga-adụ mma gaba election ga-ekwu ọ bụ na Naịjirịa ga-atọfu nke vọrọ abụọ election ga-ekwu ka onye ọm na-agba mbọ rie aka asaa n'anya wee bịa binye aka n'ebe ọ bụ na-adụ ya mma n'obu ka o were ọfụta onye dị ya mmanụ bụ ya chi anyị.
Ife a ga-eme bụ na a ga-ebu ụzọ nwee ife a na-akpọ ịgbasa ozi. Ịgbasa ozi a ka a na-akpọ n'ọnụ oyibo create awareness. Gwa ndị be anyị the need enwelụ ka e nwee ike ịkpọpụta ezigbo mmadụ ga-achị obodo a. Na ọ bụ na ezigbo mmadụ nọlụ n'ọchịchị na ife ga-aga ọfụma. Ife niile n'enu ọjị. Ife a na-eli n'enu ọjị. Bụta a na-agba agbalị n'enu ọjị. Ife niile bụ ife eji enyelụ ndụ aka n'enu ọjị n'obodo a. O nwere onye obi dị mma. Mana ife anyị na-ekpe ekpele ya bụ ka Chineke mee amala ka anyị nwee ezigbo onye ndu maka na ọ bụ na enwe ezigbo onye ndu ife niile anụnwa ndị mmadụ na-eti mkpu ya ga-abụ ife mgbe ochie ọ ga-abụ ife akụkọ ọfụ dịzialụ ndụ onye ọbụla tolugolo etolu, that is 18 years above, should endeavor kwesịrị ịgba mbọ gaa wete PVC. That is the number one thing. Onye ọbụla tozugolu na ọ ga-atụnụ vote suppose ịgba mbọ gbasie okay, gaa wete the PVC, then make it sure that on the day of election, that 28th of February na-abịa, that is ọnwa ọzọ na-abịa, make sure na everybody ga na his or her own polling unit gbasie mbọ ike tụọ vote. Nyanwa bụ ihe izizi.
Ndị uwe ojii na civil defense na ndị ọzọ ga-agba mbọ fụ na enwere katakata ụbọchị ahụ. Anyị achọghị ebicha aka n'akwụkwọ anụ na-agbara akwa ibili ọkụ onwe ndị bịa bulie gbapụ. Anyị chọrọ dị akụkọ anụ ọ ga-agbawa anyị obi. Ọ bụ na anyị nwetara ya na nke anụ ọ nwekwa ike ite iriba ka ife anyị nweta ya ọzọ. Ọ ihe ole na ole aka nwee ike ikwu ọ ga-aba eme ọfụma ihe ya adịrị anyị mma ma ihe gbasara ịbịa akwụkwọ n'aka. Eji nwayọọ eji mafachukwu dododo onye ọbụla enwere PVC depụta nke ya ka m gosi unu nke m ọkwa m ga-enye m ohere. PVC m dị nga. This is my own PVC. I have it. Biko onye ọbụla na-enwere eje weta nke ya ka anyị tinye akwụkwọ ka anyị bịa aka n'akwụkwọ ka ama na ga-echeji obodo a ka obodo a wee dị mma.
Ife ọ ga-eme ka wee gaa ọfụma wee ịkọwara ndị mmadụ mkpa ọdụ fọm ịpụta were vootu etu ndị mmadụ si were chi ọnwụ pụta mgbe gọvanọship election. Ọ dị mma ka communities wee maa na ihe a na-azọ na vootu a na a ga-atụ ya atụ na ọ bụrụ mgbe ochie a na-eme wayo. So ọ na-fa pụtara ịtụ fọm bụ ndị ga-eruz. So ọ dị mma ka mmadụ niile gaa n'aka weta PVC ya.
Ọ dị mma, anyị na-anabatakwa gị ọzọ. Ọ ka bụ n'oche Good Morning Anambra nke tata bụ Wednesday ka anyị nọ n'akali. So anyị na-atụnye ọnụ n'ife gbasalụ election a na-achọ ịtụnụ. Kedu ka a ga-esi wee mee ka ọ wee bụ na anyị nwere ife mfiarụ ma ọ nwee tigbuo ụzọ gbuo ga-apụta na ya bụ election. And ka ọ ga-abụkwa na atụcha dị election onye ọbụla etinye aka n'obi si na nọọ ife a afụrụ atụta nọọ ife ọ bụ. Onye ọbụla meghe ụzọ babie. Ọnya nwa bụ ife anyị na-enenye anya tata. And malụkwa na anyị na Ugochi ka nọkwa ya wee na-etinye anya ka o si wee gbatakwụrụ. Ugochi, anyị ka na-anabatakwa gị. Ọ dị mma. Anyị si na anyị jee na cheta anyị jụọ gị kedu mbọ ị na-agba as a person, and then mbọ ndị organization gị na-agba, because na mgbe anyị na-eme gị introduce anyị si na ịbụ Executive Director Social and Integral Development Center. Kedu mbọ unu na-agba ka a wee dị sure na ọgụ anyị na-anọ na ga-anụtị ya ife na a ga-enwe free and fair election na Nigeria?
Dalo, my sister Dalo Ndenegant, dịka m si mo introduce as Executive Director SIDEC and also Southeast Coordinator for Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room and the Southeast Coordinator for Clean Foundation on the Election and Security. So at Situation Room level, there is an umbrella body of CSOs that cuts across the Federation. So as represented in the Southeast, so ihe anyị na-eme mgbe anyị na-agba nke anyị nwego series of meetings with the INEC at the national level, INEC national chairman, national commissioners on how to achieve violence-free election. Then on the 7th, on the 7th of this month, I went for a meeting here in Anambra State. It's a zonal meeting, but Anambra can host here. The meeting for youth-led organizations, such as my own organization. Youth-led organizations, youth corpers, from leadership of youth corpers and the INEC national commissioners. We had a meeting on how to have this violence-free election. So at that level, because of the already existing relationship with the INEC also shared their plans, strategies towards achieving successful and inclusive election. Then we also shared our own strategies towards supporting what INEC is doing. How do we support what INEC is doing? Is by reconscientizing our people, educating our people. In as much as some people will be like, you've been doing this voter education, what has happened? But still, some people still listen. For instance, Okabara na Ihiala local government, the moment Okwa, my organization, I booked it on social media, we talked about it on 13th, we were discussing about it. The next day in our platform, people went for their PVC. Immediately they were not coming up. In fact, all we did was just show your PVC. So people now went out for their PVC, collected. This was I collected my own in Ward 1 Onisha. Fege. This is my PVC. So the whole essence is to make sure that people go for your PVC before they burn your INEC office. So you see what we are doing. So we are the social media space, Twitter, all the social media handles. We blog. We have our blog, Talk Me Out Africa. So we're using it to mass. It's just a mass mobilization movement. We are using it to mobilize the youth. So that's what we're doing. And also, we've been supporting INEC to ensure that they're able to recruit and train ad hoc staff. You know, at some point, most of the time, in our cause violence during election or during voting now or during the pool voting, the ad hoc staff never represent INEC. I will know what are the capacity to operate the BVATs. You politicians, kuziweria. But party A agent kuziweria, manipulate we. Party B as why are you there? You're not supposed to come closer to the, you know. These are the things that. But I want to INEC deploy your training, their ad hoc staff that are representing them not to compromise. So when you represent it, because assuming I'm an ad hoc staff now, the moment I'm pronoun as a PO, presiding officer, banye na the polling unit, how go INEC? In your blam mezinonishi, INEC. So what we are doing also to encourage INEC to do timely training.
Do you think they have done that?
They've started. In fact, their recruitment process started last year. In fact, one of the days I engaged the National Commissioner INEC at the office, he was like, I said, sir, the way you are preparing, it looks as if this election is happening in December. He said, yes, the commission are planning as if the election is happening in December. So they've done their recruitment process, but the training is ongoing. But one striking thing we keep hammering is that, in fact, we re-echoed it when we had a meeting with the residential commissioner, Dr. Queen Elizabeth, for Anambra State. We are like, in the past, you recruit people, you will train people. On the day of election, we will see different people struggling with the BVAT machine. Those days was card reader. People will be advising them, but was not proper. Yeah, we had cause violence during election. So if INEC now, as a matter of urgency, would train, not just train, when you recruit and train, make sure you are deploying those people you've recruited and trained. Don't recruit, train, and recruit people that are not trained.
Okay. Dalo, and I hope on the election day that you guys will be on ground to Yotago, Dalo, I nekene gyozo, Ugochi, Hurike. I got it up, yeah?
Yeah, you got
it.
In a Sibo, Fumano.
I'm more Igbo, I'm more outside. Oh, he na so Igbo, I'm bagging kitty. I'm one feeble.
Now my parents is roommate.
Okay, yeah, about so home, give to I. What I go, man can't matter of press again, your mogi. Dalo, thank you very much. Executive Director, Social and Integral Development Center, SIDEC, and a whole lot of things. Opolafa, Obokwa, you got to go. Dalo, no, na bane, the CSOs. Dalo, no, if I didn't babuna. No, if no football ka encha na gbagbo ball. Unnemenku na yin wana amaku nkan.
Well, the same team kind of. When they're on a substitution bench, when they're about first 11, and but I in charge of the same team.
Dalo, we must go. I neke no ndi nonye laita. Dalo no, ndi camera, ndi MCR, the director, and then the producer and the executive producer. Dalo no na emeka. Nketa agala ofuma. And Chineke ga nonye la anyị echi anya ga natakwa bido kwa ebe anyị kwụsị. Afambi Ijeoma Uche.
Afambukwa Ugonna Ebere Unuge Kwante. Pick your PVCs. If you've not taken your PVCs, Biko Genatia, and remember na election whether you like it or not, it will hold though. So as much as possible, do your own part by voting and voting right. Now if any raw. If any raw. If any raw. Dalarin in the band.
Ade makodeno echi nine anyị nọ na nọlekwa ugo dalo
Dalo no.